Om Shanti. Good morning, everyone. I welcome each and everyone here presenting online and face-to-face as well. So today we have got our facilitator, Sister Deepti, who is going to present experiential session. And the topic is observing the self, past, present, and future. So I would like to take an opportunity to give a little introduction of Sister Deepti. Sister Deepti, I heartily welcome you on the behalf of all audience as well. So Sister Deepti came into Gyan in 1986. After that, in 1989, she got surrendered and dedicated sister moved into the center. So when she came into the Gyan and she has got the first face she saw in Brahma Kumaris, that is our dear Jayanti sister. After that, so her background is education and she is giving part-time lectures in University of Johannesburg where she is living at the moment. So her background is education, so she is providing the similar services in the center too. She is the part of International Youth Forum, so she is involved with youth. She has got great interest in bringing self-respect, sense of purpose, abundance in the life of those who are economically and socially challenged. Her motto of the life is, everyone, each and every individual needs to be loved, respected, understood, valued, and safe. She has got lots of opportunities to travel, especially in Latin America. So, through that, she has got plenty of experiences. And my personal experience with sister is she's very easygoing, and as her motto is everyone, every individual is loved, respect. So, which definitely we feel in her attitude as well. Not taking much of time, I'm handing over this mic to Sister Deepti. Thank you, Sister Deepti.
Thank you. Om Shanti. It's such a lovely moment to be in Baba's home. You feel that? Yes. There's no place as precious as God's home. And as Sudesh Didi shared this morning so beautifully, how to take maximum from your time here in Madhuban. And she really set us up beautifully in the journey of love. As we feel Baba's love, the deepest transformation can take place in the soul. So in the next few days that the drama has given the gift and your fortune has brought you to Madhuban, it's really a very special time to take maximum. Do you feel who's brought you to Madhuban? Who brought you to Madhuban? Hey? Baba called you? Yeah? Anything else? What made you sit right here today? Love for Bap Dada? Anything else? Your fortune? Yes. You know, our sister from Sri Lanka was just sharing her experience, and when she was coming to Madhuban, because of the rain and the floods, literally after she crossed the bridge collapsed. And literally after she took the plane, the airport's closed. Now, isn't that just Baba calling the child, drama cooperating, and your fortune holding you? It's amazing, eh? And I'm sure each one of us have our own journeys through which we experience this beautiful moment. And so today's topic on observing the self, past, present, and future, is such a valuable journey that we're on. And if during this time I can really take the time to look at the self, to meet the self, I really find that when we have this kind of sacred time, we need to meet ourselves. Yeah. To know the self, to spend time with the self, to meet me, the real me. Because when we are back, we have so many duties, roles, responsibilities, relationships, many things. And drama and Baba and your good fortune has given you space. And in the space, really have the aim that I want to meet this original me, this me that existed is existing and forever will exist. This me that has played such an incredible role throughout the whole cycle. Not just theoretically, that I've been a soul through the cycle, but to meet the self, to take time to meet the real me. And when I can take that kind of time to meet the self, then many things become clearer. It's like the other day, Baba was saying, the aim. If I know who I am, if I have tasted my journey, I can arrive back at my journey, my starting point. If I don't taste the journey, I don't taste my real self, I don't know what effort I'm making to arrive at. I'm making effort, but it's not authentic. It's not clear. It's hazy. And so, just when you get the chance to take time and sit with the self, observe. Take time to meet yourself. Every day, find a nice place in Madhuban, and there's so many beautiful places. Don't get used to the routine of class and bus and dining and washing, and one can get used to a routine. But in that space, find time. Find time to sit somewhere special and make an appointment with yourself. Today I'm going to meet this precious soul. Do you have a soul name? I have a secret soul name. Yeah? Because whenever I want to talk to myself really, then Dipti is just for a temporary period. But there's me, this beautiful soul. And so when I'm having a conversation with me, then I like a name, because we're used to a name. So then I speak to this name. Very special. What is it? Then it's no longer fun. It's a secret name. It's nice. It's very nice. I'm sure you also have some name that you resonate with. That's eternal. Don't limit it. And have a conversation with that self. Take time every day and say, oh, I'm going to meet so-and-so today. Sit in the gardens, they're so beautiful. Take your coconut water and sip your coconut water and say, okay, let's meet. Make it beautiful. Make it magical. And so when I can meet myself, then I realize that I'm on a journey. I've been on this journey and I can see my past. I can see where I am now and where I want to go. And it's only when you come to Madhuban, there's at many levels that we can observe that past, present and future. Maybe you can start off at a more realistic level that you've been used to, and just to say, where was I this past year? It's now in December. Look at your year and ask yourself, what happened? And so much happens. And it's good to note it down. Because if I don't acknowledge it, it remains a subtle burden on the soul. Then as much as I want to make effort and go forward, that subtle burden is going to stop my journey. And so whatever the past you recall, just observe it. Part of observation is we don't get caught up in it. Don't get emotional about it. But you watch it. Certainly, like Baba said today, it's when you step into the stage of soul consciousness, then no obstacles come in that thinking process. And so, really to take time to observe what happened and be honest with the self. But we can only do that in the most healing way is when we invoke Baba. So that's why this work in Madhuban, to feel I'm in a safe space, I'm with you, Baba. In Hindi, these two words go very much together, Sakshi and Sakhi. God is my companion, and then I become an observer. And so when I sit here, I need to look inside and ask myself, what happened? And make a note of it. Because as I note it down, I can, like Sudesh Didi said, if there's something that is sitting in your heart, then you can go and tell Baba, write this letter to Baba and dissolve it. But if I don't acknowledge it, then I can't dissolve it. And so, to be honest with the self. Sometimes certain things we don't want to face because they're a little painful. But when I do it with Baba, then Baba gives me the courage to face it. And once I face it, it becomes easier. And so really to look at the past and firstly, as I observe it, to acknowledge it. And I really feel in my spiritual journey that whenever I'm making any effort, it has to be on 4 levels. It has to be physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. I can't just say I'm going to shift something spiritually when physically my body is pulling or the physical environment is not supporting me. It doesn't make that effort easy. And so any effort that I feel I need to make, I try to shift it on all these levels. Because then I find that on a spiritual level, the foundation and the energy flow is good. And so, maybe during this past year, observe how you looked after your body. Like today, Baba is saying, are you in relationship with your body or are you in bondage? And today, Baba is talking about Karmatit stage, and he talked about relationship or bondage. So just to look at this past year and say, the things that happen in my life, was it a flow of a relationship, whether it was with my body, whether it was with the people I journey with, whether it was with the circumstances of my journey, or was the residue of this past year brought me into bondage. And if it brings me into bondage, then I need to free myself. And so, to be honest, to look at the year or to look at the past as much as you want to look at, and really ask yourself, how free am I? Observe the self. How free am I? It's like Sunday in the Avyak Murli, and I was listening to Jayanti Ben sharing the class before Murli, I think. And just that whole aspect of how much have I absorbed sorrow, and I have to become free of it. Sorrow doesn't allow me to have yoga. I have to make a decision. If the soul has a tendency to absorb sorrow, realize it's very costly. Sorrow is the blockage in my yoga. And this is the confluence age, such a beautiful time. If I hold on to anything, it's costly. It's depriving me with precious time with Baba right now. And so if you observe the self in the last and you realize there's residue of heaviness or sorrow that is still there, then let Baba do the work on you. This is what Madhuban is here for. Make an appointment not just with the hospital, make an appointment with the eternal surgeon to say daily, Baba, I'm coming to you. Whether you need to massage my heart, or whether you need to inject me with a certain power, whatever it is, I make time to be with you every day. Make every moment of this time in Madhuban a great opportunity, so that, like Sudesh Didi shared earlier on, what touched the soul, you know? And every day to be conscious of it. But really to finish that past, to observe that past, and then to make a decision. You know? At some point I have to say to myself, no more. No more. The time is too critical now to stay in that energy. Just no more. And what helps me to work with that past in a very powerful way is Baba's Drishti. I find in my Brahman life, the gift I have received from Baba is his Drishti. That Drishti does everything for me. Like, souls sometimes don't take benefit from this gift of Baba's Drishti. At the confluence age, God has come and He's looking at me through these eyes. He is filling me through that Drishti. He knows me. He has recognized me. And right now, His Drishti is sustaining me. Never forget the gift of Baba's Drishti. And like in the world, somebody may not have to say something to you, but when they meet you, their eyes will tell you everything. You don't have to say anything through words. Their eyes will tell you the truth. When a parent meets a child after a long time, you see this at the airport. Sometimes the parents have come and the son has gone overseas. And then I see this now in December when I'm coming to Madhuban. Sometimes at the airport, the whole family is there. The son had gone away for a while to work abroad, and then the son has come back. And sometimes the mother just doesn't say a word. She just looks at the child. No matter how grown up he is, just looks at the child. And the child looks at the mother. And everything changes. Everything. So is our relationship with Baba. So is Baba's drishti that so magically shifts things in the soul. But I need to observe myself to be able to see what's there. Because the greatest deception is when I'm in denial. To be careful that I'm not in denial. I need to know what's there, but I have to change it. And right now I change it with Baba. And then Baba's everyday's Murli really allows that transformation to take place. I find that when you observe yourself and you recognize something, and then you acknowledge what is it, whether good or bad, it doesn't matter. Not everything has to be bad. But you've observed something. And then you say to Baba, okay, I see this. For the next 10 days, I want to work with you together. And you listen to the Murli with that feeling. You listen to your conversations with others through that feeling. You listen to the classes with that feeling. I can guarantee you, it's my personal experience, that by the time you leave, Baba's given you more than you ever thought you would get in terms of wisdom, in terms of power, in terms of practical methods. But you must have an aim to listen to something. So, for example, if you looked at your past and you realize that I need to deepen my self-respect, because self-respect opens capacity. The capacity of the soul is opened through self-respect. And if I realize that I need to deepen my self-respect, and I say that to Baba, that maybe if I watch the scenes of the past, I didn't take completely from you, Baba, or I didn't serve with the fullness of my capacity. So I realize there's still a gap. There's a gap there of how God sees me and how I see myself. And when I realize that, and I say to Baba, I want to work with it. And you just quietly keep that as your aim. And then when you sit for Murli every morning, you remind yourself of that question. That today what Baba is going to say to me in the Murli is going to help me on this journey that I'm specifically on. And I will guarantee you that God will speak to you directly through that Murli. You sit in a class and you say to Baba, okay, so we are on this journey together for the next 10 days. Tell me, talk to me. If you listen to the class carefully, Baba will address your need. You go for dining, you go for a walk, have this feeling, Baba, this is what I'm working on. The conversation will feed it, but you have to catch it. If you don't catch it, you miss it. And so it's so beautiful to be able to observe and then use Baba to respond. So you need that level of honesty and you need that level of wisdom and catching power. Catch it. It's the confluence age. It's coming. But if we get distracted, we don't catch it. Have that aim as you sit for Amrit Vela and you take drishti from Baba. Because at that time of Amrit Vela, Baba is filling the soul deeply. If your journey is about self-respect, I'm just using that as an example, then before you sit for Amrit Vela, I like to play games. So I have a blessing book. So from the beginning of the year, whatever blessing I have, I let that blessing talk to me. So I have this nice book, a treasure book of blessings. So I paste the blessing in my book and then I respond to that blessing. So if, like Baba told me in the beginning of the year, child, you are a victorious jewel. And then I respond to that. So I have a red color pen. I like my color pens. Yeah? And there must be a gel pen. A bit fussy. Yeah? But it's a nice experience. And then I write to the blessing. Because it's like I'm writing to Baba's words to me. And so as the year goes by, some blessings, the way they come, you have to rewrite them because you can't paste them in your book. But that journey goes on. And so when I'm sitting for Amrit Vela, for example, I open my book of blessings. So beautiful. Like every word is of high frequency. So it lifts you. And you know that this is for you. Not told to somebody else. That blessing came for me. Baba is talking to me. And so create a resource for yourself that is full of treasures. Don't just take your blessing cards and pack them away and do something with them. And to have a year of blessing cards in which you have a conversation with Baba through your blessing cards. So lovely. I just love it. It's like my treasure book. And whenever I feel I need to shift something, I just open that. And it's a living moment with God. God blessed me and I responded. And sometimes I would say to Baba that you call me a victorious jewel. Yes, I was. But there was an ouch moment. But now I'm better again. So the journey goes on. It doesn't stop there. So when you are able to do that over and over and observe the self with that level of beauty, level of love, and in Baba's Drishti, then many things change. And when we come to Madhuban at this time, this is the opportunity. Really to look at the self and allow the flow of energy to happen. To also observe the present with love and a deep, deep feeling inside of the appreciation of the confluence age. This confluence age period is such a powerful time. And I need to ask myself, how much am I in the confluence? These days are few. It's like the sun is setting. And as the sun is setting, how much am I in the confluence? And so really, in the last few weeks, Baba really highlighted the chart. Yeah? In our Murlis, in saying, child, keep your chart. It's a method of your progress. Look inside yourself. And Baba really, on so many levels, encouraged us to write a chart. And in my Brahman life, this is one thing that has really saved me. I love writing my chart. Even if it was not a nice day, I still write my chart. Because when you've had a good day, then it's easy to say, Baba, today this happened. I connected with you nicely. The day when you got a bit distracted, and that's the day it's more important to write your chart. Because that's the day a part of you will say, oh, well, maybe today I was too busy. I'll write tomorrow. And say to yourself, no. Your chart is actually going to be a beautiful story of your confluence aged life. Don't see the chart as just a space in which you are just writing and telling Baba. But actually, if you write your chart, I write my chart every night. I have 2 color pens. You can see these pens are important to me. I have a blue pen and I have a red pen. And the blue pen is I write to Baba, and the red pen is what Baba tells me back. And often what Baba tells me back is very connected to that day's Murli or the blessing or the Avyak signal. So I'm not putting things in my head, but I'm really allowing Baba to talk to me. And as I write my chart in that way every day, and if I look at it like now, being in Madhuban and it's towards the end of the year, I'm reading my book. It's a story. It's a story of the confluence age. It's the story of my time with God. It's not like just I took one page and I said, today I had yoga. No, I didn't have yoga today as much as I want to do. But if I change my attitude or I change the way I see this chart, I find that you can really observe yourself, but you can really also keep yourself in the confluence aged time, because it's a journey of love. And I find as I read my chart book, it really shows me how much I've stayed in the confluence age. And it deepens my relationship with Baba. Like the other day, it was a very simple moment, but such a beautiful moment. You know, they say when you arrive home, I'm sure you also have that experience, when you've gone away far, and then when you come home, then mom prepares what's your favorite dish. Yeah, you know? You have that experience? Yeah. So when I arrived in Madhuban, and Baba had sweet potatoes for me, and I love sweet potatoes, and it wasn't just about sweet potatoes. It was about that moment that Baba knew I was coming today, and the mother prepared. So at night when I was writing my chart, it was about writing how Baba was waiting for me. So your chart book becomes a love story. Because when we change our perception about observation and check and change and chart and all of that, nothing here is technical. It's a journey. It's a journey of love. It's the journey of the confluence age. I'm in this highest moment of time. And at this time, Baba is present for me. And when I can experience that, then a lot of things shift. At every moment, right now, Baba is waiting and is present for me. But if I forget that, then I wait. And yet Baba is right here, right now. You know, today Baba spoke in the Murli, and yesterday Baba spoke in the Murli, two very important aspects to be careful of. Yesterday Baba in the blessing was saying that the sickness, your souls get disheartened. Yeah. He was talking about how physically the major sickness is the heart, but in Brahman life, you know, dil shikash ho jaye. Dil shikash, right word, na? Yeah. And so the soul gets disheartened. And then today Baba spoke about something again very important, and that was don't allow doubts to come. And both these energies are quiet energies. Over a period of time, they creep in. The disheartenment creeps in slowly, and then the soul's heart closes. So it no longer has enthusiasm. Its Amrit Vela becomes just a ritual rather than awakening to love. It's like things slowly becomes routine. You may do everything in your Brahman life, but that magic and that love and that fire of connection is reducing slowly. And if I'm not observing myself, after a period of time, I feel it. And that time, it's like creeped in a little too much. So, really to observe the self and to really ask the self deeply, do I realize how blessed I am? Do I realize how fortunate I am? You know, human tendency is to make the extraordinary ordinary. You have to be very careful. This is a human tendency. These moments of the confluence age are magical. They're not ordinary. And so I need to be very alert in my journey that I'm not allowing there to be disheartenment. And it's like little things. The soul sometimes, because it got hurt, now it's overcautious. Or it becomes less enthusiastic. Or it knows how to play the game smartly. And so it doesn't allow the flow to happen. It's not natural. You're not a gopi in love with God. And so to observe that space in a very, very powerful way and allow the self to be enjoying the joys of the confluence age. And Baba today spoke about doubt. This is also a very important observation for the soul. When you doubt something, then there's a reservation. You don't step into it from a natural flow of energy. Baba has so much hopes in either soul. One is my journey with Baba right now, like how Sudesh Didi said, Baba selected you. So Baba's drishti fell on each one of us. We were doing our own thing in our own life, in different parts of the world. And Baba's drishti fell and the child awakened. Such a beautiful moment, isn't it? But Baba also and Rama awakened me because I'm a special role, soul with a special role. The world benefactor father has found his child who has the capacity to offer benevolence. Because we share the same DNA. Yeah? Baba is the world benefactor. And I've taken birth to God. I've taken birth to Bap Dada. What's in my genes of the soul is benevolence. Do I doubt it? Do I get so absorbed in my own little space? You know? So doubt may not be on a level where I doubt Baba. I have faith in Baba, but I doubt my capacity because I haven't accepted how Baba sees me. And so as I'm observing that space in its beautiful way, I'm able to come into that journey of opening more capacity. Doubt closes my capacity. Self-respect opens that capacity. And so as I'm observing myself at the present time, I'm observing the confluence aged period of time. It is so beautiful. I come from, the other day Baba said in the Murli that you belong to the Vishnu clan. And the whole day in my mind I was thinking, wow. Yeah? Amazing. My lineage is incredible lineage. So when I forget these moments, then I doubt what's happening. Then I close doors to incredible space of transformation. Because my transformation is going to be a gift to the world in any case. As I observe myself, as I continue to take Bapdada's drishti, in that journey I create my stage. And my stage, God can use. He doesn't use my talents, my abilities. God uses my stage. So when I observe myself and create my stage, then Rama and Baba can use me. Then I don't have to say, oh, I need this opportunity, or I need to be there, or this. I don't manipulate the drama. I don't request in the drama. I'm not moving things, but God is moving me. And it's very beautiful. So the soul can keep a plain intellect. And that's why I really love Dadi's words. Satyata, Safaita, Saralta. Really just open your pathway of the confluence age. Today Baba says he's given you the blessing of truth. Yeah. So open the pathway. Our pathway is an energy flow. That's what it is. And if this energy flow is flowing as such, then nothing can come into the way. And that's why these three words have helped me a lot. Satyata, Safaita, Saralta. Just stay in that truth and keep it clean. Keep your heart clean, keep your mind clean. Just don't have any agenda and keep it simple. Simple but royal and beautiful. And then as I look into my future, Baba is responsible. My future is calling me. It's a very beautiful feeling that when I look at myself at this time, do I get glimpses of what's about to come? Like a beautiful candlelight moment. Yeah? Feels nice, eh? So we catch glimpses. We catch powerful glimpses of our future. And that future, I'm not convincing myself. I catch it. I look at myself and whatever I'm hearing in the Murli, it's like I begin to believe it now. That's me. God's talking about me. So the observation of the past, the journey of the present confluence aged moment allows me to step into the future with natural faith. Because I've opened the pathways to see what is happening. So use this time very powerfully in Madhuban and take the benefit of the atmosphere. Take the benefit of Bapdada's Drishti. Just let Baba do the deep, deep surgery on the child. Sometimes just sit there. Say to Baba, I said to Baba once, I'm not going to move. I refuse to move. I'm here. And Baba responds. He does. And keep your chart or your love story or your journal, whatever you want to call it. Use that observation space to reawaken love. Our checking on ourselves is not to be critical. Our checking on ourselves is to reawaken my true reality. And just the last night actually, as I was writing my chart to Baba, and I was just glancing through the pages, and I thought, such a beautiful story. If somebody had to pick up this book, think, gosh, you live with God. It's a reality. We're writing this book for our life with God. This is what's happening. It's a very beautiful time, and Sakhi or Sakshi, and in that beautiful journey together, I can resolve and dissolve the past. I can reawaken the love of this present confluence age of time. And the heart feels so supported because my future's calling me. And I know I'm on the right path because the glimpses of that golden aged period are becoming clearer and clearer and clearer. Yeah? Okay. Any thoughts, anything you'd like to add, anything you want to share? Yes? No? Yes. Yeah. Sometimes certain words are so loaded of a past memory. So when people say observe yourself, it feels so clinical. And yet it's not. Think of our dadis. They paid so much attention to themselves, but they never made it clinical. The amount of attention that our dadis paid on themselves. And we hear so many stories about the beginning of the yagya. It was real work of deep check and change. But the observation came from a sacred space, not from a space that was just technical or like as they say, you observe in a laboratory. It's just a beautiful sacred holding space in which Baba's looking at me and saying, I know you can do it. I know you can do it, my child. Look and change. I'm here. I'm watching you. And let Baba's drishti shift things for you. The powerful gift of the confluence age. Any other thoughts? Yes?
So that's what I feel. It's a bit disheartening sometimes when you look at the observation of my past and my present. I'm not so worried about the future, but it's about the comparison of the present and the past. I can't do much like how I did previously.
I think what you're bringing up is very important. Always to realize that each season and each moment is different. So there were certain things in our childhood, in our early days of our Brahman life, that may have created an incredible enthusiasm, an incredible level of effort that we made. And then we realized that maybe I'm not making that kind of effort now. And therefore the disheartenment can come. But to realize that the more we are on this journey, the journey is also becoming a lot more subtle. So when you're climbing a mountain, the first part of the mountain is very noticeable as to how you've climbed it. But as you go towards the steep, the climb is steep. And so what you notice of your climb is a lot more subtle. But you're going up and up. And that is why something that has really helped and is very, very important till today, and I think about what Baba said in the last Avyak Murli that he spoke in this season, is make a list of your fortune. In the world, they look a lot at the gratitude journal, which is also a very beautiful journey. So that my comparison is not with those 20 years before, but my comparison of my journey is of the here and now, because I'm at a different pace and a different place on this climb, on this mountain. So I cannot gauge it from that space. But the intoxication really helps me to not allow the disheartenment to come in. Because right now, the reality is what you've taken from Baba is different from what you took from Baba 20 years ago. It is. You have to look at it, and the fact that you are here 20 years later already says a lot. So a lot has happened. And when you realize that, then we don't feed the disheartenment, but you feed the fortune. Yeah?
Om Shanti. Sister, as you have mentioned that
शिव पिता को अब याद करो, मुक्ति धाम तुम्हें जाना है। अपने सुकर्मों के बल पर ही सतयुग में तुमको आना है। शिव पिता को अब याद करो। ये संगम का स्वर्णिम युग आया है।
ब्रह्मामुख से शिव बाबा ने वही गीता ज्ञान सुनाया है।
कलयुग का अंत अब आया है, विकराल विनाश खड़ा आगे।
अब हम सबका शिव पिता ने बतलाया है।
शिव पिता को अब याद करो। पांडव शिव शक्ति सेना की रणभेरी अब फिर बजती है।
शिव बाबा के ज्ञान से फिर माया को मार भगाना है।
शिव पिता को अब याद करो, सतयुग में तुमको आना है। शिव पिता को अब याद करो, मुक्ति धाम तुम्हें जाना है। अपने कर्मों के बल पर ही सतयुग में अब तुम्हें आना है।
धाम में तुम्हें
सतयुग में अब तुम्हें आना है।
धाम में तुम्हें जाना है।
So my question was, as you mentioned that when we observe, when we are working towards the aim together, with I'm working with Baba, and we observe, and what Baba is giving you, we need to catch it. So sometimes we are so very busy in outer world that we can't catch it. And second, if we are catching, then how I get to know that is not my thought that Baba is telling me. Thank you.
Beautiful. Anything that comes from Baba, you don't think too much about it. It's like, I find when Baba talks to the soul, sometimes you get certain insights and they just there. You're not thinking about them, you're not convincing yourself, and you also at the same time detach from the outcome. When certain thoughts come and you hold on to them and you're looking for a certain outcome from that thought is mixed with your own manmat. But when the thought comes and you respond to it, but you're detached at the same time, you're free, and you see it works. And then you know that this is Baba guiding you. Any thought that comes from yourself is extra thoughts. But when thoughts come from Baba, they're powerful, they're concise, they inject you, and you are free. So it's very beautiful to do that, but also to be able to catch during the day. So I find what allows you to catch that is, so let us say that today we had this class. So for me, it doesn't end there. When I have a moment, I will go to my journal and I'll say to my journal, so today, Baba, you took me to that class because, and then I write why. And when I write why, it's actually what I heard that is feeding my aim. So very often you don't see the link because we don't allow that flow to happen. We think, okay, I had a class, wonderful, next class is at 5:30. So I don't catch it. This is like just the material, but it's your buffet, but you have to eat it yourself and digest it. So when you digest it yourself, you can see the ingredients Baba has provided. That's how you catch it. It's not enough just to hear it. You have to take time and say, okay, I went to that class, great, but this is what God signaled to me, so that you make it personal. So like Sudesh Didi shared quite a few things today. I noted it down, but I need to sit quietly and then re-look at it and say, okay, what did Baba try and tell me this morning? So then you make it your own. Otherwise, it's just another class. Okay? Thank you.
Om Shanti. Thank you so much for sharing all the jewels, Dee. We came into Gyan very late, so from these experiences we learn a lot, and it helps us to move on this journey regularly and continuously. And I thank you all the audience online and face-to-face as well to join today's session. Thank you.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So, on 14th, we have Sudesh Didi's birthday. So, we're looking for some cultural performances. So, if any of you have any talent, whether it's poem, dance, anything, then you can let us know. Does anybody would like to do anything? Do we have dancers here? No? Oh, Hamsika, the brother is saying we can teach you. Or if you have anything, any idea that we can do. This would be from Double Foreigners side. We have from the family here, but something from Double Foreigners we want to do. Maybe we can also share it tomorrow after Murli and see if you can think in the meantime and you can get back to us tomorrow. Or in the evening, yeah.